Hi, I'm Jana, and this is a really quick Real Mom car tour of the 2025 Chevy Suburban High Country. And if you've watched my other video, you probably know I took a really long road trip through Texas with my family in the Tahoe. And I got to pick between Tahoe and Suburban before I did that video. And I picked Tahoe because that is the vehicle I would most likely buy in real life if I had that much money. But I want to give you a quick look at Suburban because she's awesome. So let's do it. If you're new here, I'm glad you found me. Hi, I'm Jana, and I give Real Mom car tours. I am a boy mom, auto enthusiast, and I'm an Aquarius, which means my life and sometimes these tours are a little bit chaotic, but they are fun. So buckle up and let's get back to it. High Country is going to be your highest trim level with Chevrolet, and you have, for the first time ever, 24-inch machined wheels that are high gloss black on the inside and silver on the outside. And I gotta be honest, I would probably curb these, but I would try not to because she's a big one. But the thing I love about Suburban, she's big and she's bold, and she is 100 years old. Did you know Suburban has been around for 100 years? So we have quad exhaust in the back that has been inspired by the sister Corvette, which I think is pretty cool. It makes it really sporty. And it's just been refreshed. This back end has this piano black across the back, and it's a little bit boxier and bolder because that's where the trends are taking us right now. The thing you need to know about Suburban, if you wanted to special order it, you could get bench seats in all 3 rows, bringing this to a 9-passenger vehicle. A little bit aggressive, but if you got a big family or you're putting in a ton of car seats, you need to know that. Also, you should know the middle seats on those benches do not have head restraints, unfortunately. A lot of people have been begging General Motors for a long time to put in some headrests in those middle seats, but it hasn't happened yet, so I'm super hopeful. Also, if you're going to install car seats into the 3rd row, you need to seatbelt install because there are no lower latches back there, which is not a deal breaker for me, in all honesty. You do have power running boards and infotainment that is built in the back seats. They come with wireless Bluetooth headphones. This is the same one that's in Tahoe, and I swear to you, my kids argued about it the whole freaking time. They can watch the same thing, they can watch different things. There's Wi-Fi on board, which you do have to pay for in a subscription. But if you connect to that, they can surf the internet. Depending on how old your passengers are, you may want them to, you may not. You also have HDMIs down. You have your 2 HDMIs right here, so you can plug in something like a Roku or a Fire Stick. But we busted a Roku. I hope I'm in frame. But we busted a Roku because there's a lot of action that happens here, and if it sticks out, the Fire Stick, the Roku sticks out, you can rip it right off. So just know that a lot of people are going to strap in your own device or an iPad into the headrest, like the new Explorer. The new Expedition is offering that. And a lot of families are using that anyway, type of thing, because your kids have their own iPad or Kindle Fire or whatever. So cup holders on the back of this console, and this console moves. It is power, so it comes back, and it comes way back, which I will show you. Let me see if we have power. I love to have my ass towards the camera. It's just a real winning situation. Oh shit, where is that freaking thing? Okay, that seat's, here we go, baby. Is it not gonna work? Okay. Maybe the power's not on. I don't wanna get off track. One of the things I do wanna show you is, this is how you get into the 3rd row of Suburban. Obviously, if it's a bench seat, everything, everything's so different, but here's how we're doing it. Pull this handle, that collapses, pull this strap, and this gets out of the way. I'm gonna get in the 3rd row so we can have a little chitty chat. I already know what you're thinking. If you have a car seat installed, you can't do that. I know, I get it. Here's where your head restraint is missing. No lower latches, but you can car seat install, seatbelt install with the top tethers, and there are 3. You have vents up top for the 2nd and the 3rd, lights up top in the middle or on the sides. You do have a really pretty pano roof. In the back, you have small cup holders and a little kind of cubby for storage and a USB-C on both sides. which is helpful because we don't need everybody screaming at each other. I do want to show you, if you are in the, last time I did this in VinFast, I almost broke my thumb. If you're in the third row, this is what it looks like. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, best in class legroom, because this thing's a bus. Tons of legroom. I'm 5'7" if you didn't know that. So, there's a button on the side. Bring you in. There's a button on the side. So if you're in the third row and you need to get out, touch this button and that's gonna collapse, and then you would pull this handle to exit. Really pretty wood trim. If I'm being picky, which I'm going to be, I really would like to see sunshades. For this price point, I think we need them. If you did want to put a butt in the middle, this is what it looks like. You can stretch your legs out here. Traditional household plug here. There's multiple of those around. Additional one back there, and these seats are power adjusted from the cargo area. Bring you in really quickly just so you can see what it looks like, even though it's dark. Auto shows are always so dark inside these vehicles. So what do you think of the Suburban so far? And if you've watched my Tahoe video, which one is right for your family? Would you do Tahoe and take less cargo room in the back? Or would you get Suburban because go big or go home? Tons of storage in the door with those cubbies. And this is what it looks like in the front. So again, super, super similar to the Tahoe that I just drove. The only differences truly are going to be in the spacing and the extra cargo room. Because this 99% the same vehicle. Really pretty welcome graphics on this integrated new technology. It has Google built in, and you can download additional apps on the Google Play Store. You still have wireless connectivity for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, all your Bluetooth connections. None of that went away. A lot of people are freaking out thinking General Motors has taken away CarPlay. They did take it away in their EVs, and it may be coming. That doesn't have anything to do with me. Just saying, people get vehement about that. Your high country seats are heated, ventilated. I wish they were massaging for this price point, but they don't. And you have high country in your headrest. You do have lumbar adjustment here. You have a little bit of cubby on each side. I wish I had a pass through, but even better than that, you have tons of storage under here and a little light. And like I mentioned earlier, I don't think I can turn it on. This thing moves way back or way up. And when it's back, you have a ton of storage that's kind of hidden. That is hidden because when it goes back, this top piece still slides, but it won't do it now because it's not back and I don't have power. You still have your climate buttons pulled out, which people love. USB, USB-C, and a wireless charging pad. The thing that I love the most about this car is the hands-free driver assistance. It has Super Cruise. Super Cruise is the industry leader. It speeds you up, slows you down, changes lanes, and it even works while you're trailering and towing. It really is badass. And when you're driving a lot of people and you're driving a car this big, especially road trips and stuff, I get frazzed and they're yelling back there, my Bluetooth headphones don't work, or he's watching YouTube, something he shouldn't watch. And I'm like, oh my God. But leather wrap steering wheel that is heated and is power adjusted. It telescopes in and out and up and down. No surprise that I'm a big fan of this vehicle. I really like the tech. This is probably my favorite new tech of the 2025 series of all large family vehicles. It's easy to use, it's clear. I like the way this is a little bit angled towards me so I'm not messing around. And you even, as if you're doing this touchscreen, you kind of have a place to like rest your wrist, which I like. You have a camera in your rearview mirror. I told you about the pano roof, and all your controls are here to open your sunroof, close or open the shade, and again, for like the 100th time, move this. So Super Cruise is available by a subscription after your initial trial period expires. The important thing you need to know about that is that you don't have to buy a year subscription. You can only pay for the months you need. So if you're only doing road trips in the winter around the holidays, only pay for it then. Do what fits your lifestyle. Don't want to pay, angry about it? Don't. OnStar, such a great safety thing. If you're in an accident, it will activate automatically. If it doesn't, or if you just have like, you know, some kind of problem, hit it, It's really something that a mom like me appreciates having. Again, you will pay for it. Again, is it worth it? I don't know. Have you ever bought AAA? I have. I love this new front end. I love the new welcome lights. You have an animated light, a puddle light. All the new LEDs look really good. Under the hood, you're gonna have 3 engine choices to choose from. You're gonna have a V8. You're gonna have the 6.2 liter V8. You're also gonna have the ability to get a Duramax diesel engine. And there's one more, and I don't know if it's the 5.2 liter, but I will update that in my notes. I think it's a 5.2, a 6.2 V8, and then the Duramax diesel. Feeling good about that, but I will update you. I think that's all I've got on the 2025 Suburban. If you liked it and you haven't seen my Tahoe video, I have posted 2. I did one that was a really in-depth, full tour, inside, outside. I had my kids getting out of the 2nd and 3rd rows. I talk all about the infotainment in a deep dive. Go find that video. I also do a separate video where I use Super Cruise and I give you all my driving impressions. I talk about the power in the V8, I talk about towing in depth, and I talk about how it feels as a mom to use the hands-free driving assistance feature, because you have to have a lot of trust. So, I guess that's all I've got. Thanks for watching. If you like this brand of chaos, you can find me all over social media. I'm on TikTok and Instagram and at realmomcartours.com. Thanks for watching.